Mark.
Really?
And your dad came in. Well, she said, here's what she said, don't ever, she said, that boy don't come by to see about you. Said, when I ask him, he don't. And I said, well, I understand why, Charlotte. Men can't stand it. I said, that was Jean's buddy. And I said, I understand that completely. I told y'all about James Joyner coming here, did I?
No.
You know, that he and Jean were closer than brothers. He called me and said, Billie, I want to come drink coffee with you. I said, I'd be so happy. And then the next Monday morning he called, you got coffee made? I said, I can have it in a minute. We all chatted about all our blessings, and he told me about all of his family and everything. And I said, James, is there anything of yours that would be here that Jean or anything of his that you would like to have to remember him by? He said that an old tiller, he said, I couldn't get that thing, something was wrong with the clutch. And Eugene said, bring it out here and he'd see about it. And I said, well, would you know it? Because I think everybody brought their stuff out here, you know.
Mm.
And he said, oh, yeah. And I said, why don't you go up there and see if it's still there? Well, he bounded out the back door and the dogs with him and the way they went. And he came back and I said, before he turned, while he's closing the door, before he turned around, I said, was it there? He said, yeah. And he folded his arms on the back of one of them dining room chairs. And I'd never seen a man cry like that.
Mm.
He said, I wish I never had a gone. So I told Charlotte, I said, I know why Odell don't come by.
Yeah.
Things are different.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, she said, he just don't see about you.
Mm.
But I enjoyed her talking to her. She said it was so hard not to be able to go anywhere. Said she could go to the mailbox and just couldn't make it back from pain.
Mm.
And I told Dr. Islam, and he said, oh, yeah, she's in the worst kind of pain.
Mm.
Don't y'all imagine AT&T did that?
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with her.
To her back.
Did she fall? She had an accident there or something?
And she had all kind of surgery.
I believe so.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
You know, I have seen people with 3 back surgeries. I worry about Brother Buddy. Well, Glenn never walked again after his spine. I, till this day, thought that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
He'd had the bad flu and was fixing to go home, playing with his neck. If you have arthritis, you can have all kinds of pain, and it's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, I just wanted to throw that in case you talk to them. And their dogs. They love their dogs.
Mm.
When you come, Mark, you need to take me there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not far from you.
No, and you know, Charlotte, we've always been friends. She used to make me, I've shown you what she used to crochet me and make me little hand towels to hang on the kitchen knobs. She's a very good person.
Well, yeah, I'd like to see Dr. Islam. We need to call him.
I wish y'all would.
Does he have regular office hours? I mean,
I don't think so. How could he when he's down here a big part of the time?
I mean, when he's in Nashville.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine. But you know what? I think he hangs out at the office anyway.
Oh.
Instead of at home.
Yeah, he'll make out he's got a full schedule. I know him.
Yeah, I'd like to.
I have both numbers, but
I can drop in there one day, or you can give us the number.
Can you see his car? You know somebody vandalized his building.
Mm-mm.
That was last year. Broke all the windows out, glasses out.
God.
He just picks up and goes on.
Yeah. You have to.
Well, they had anxiety, I guess. He didn't let it out.
But Mark can track him down.
He'd be glad to see you, Mark.
Yeah.
We never did go walking on the mountain like you said he
Ooh, but
wanted to do.
if you mention it, you're ruined.
I know. I won't.
You'll have to do him like Randy did. He said, "What cut that hole in that tree?" Randy said, "Beavers." And of course, he didn't know what beavers was. Randy said he whirled and come running back.
From what?
If beavers could cut hole in the
Oh.
tree.
He was scared of
Yeah, he was scared. He's a big coward.
Where were they?
At Red River, New Mexico, when he went with us.
Yeah.
He picked up and ran back to the car.
Oh, he said, Randy, what cut this in this tree? Randy just said, Randy was whittling, sitting, waiting on him to climb the mountain, and he said, "Beavers." And he said, Dr. Islam just whirled, run back toward him. Well, I know he's a coward. That's the reason he wanted me with him all the time.
Because you could take up for him.
Yeah. Oh, Lordy. But he's a very dear man.
Yeah.
And he loves our family. Said he's been all over this world and never has found one like him.
Well, that's the truth.
He won't. And you know, Craig says that. And Alan says that. Alan says people are looking for what we all got. And they don't know it's not out there.
Yeah. That's right.
Because there's a bond between all of us that nothing don't break.
And
aren't y'all thankful for that?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Some people don't know who their parents are, who their grandparents are. They're just drifting.
And we never did send you a picture of Emma.
And you never did.
No, never did.
Well, I can take care of that pretty quick.
And you're a decoration. And I wanted one of your purple tree.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been, but you know what? Time goes by, and like the old joke, time don't mean nothing to a hog.
Well, have we talked to you since Christmas? Did you get...
Yes, we've talked since Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did, darling, yes.
Okay.
But that's when we talked, and y'all told me about your purple tree.
Okay, that's
And
right. The
Mark,
goose.
I said, did y'all decorate? And you told me Mark had hung icicles.
Yeah.
And I want pictures of that.
Yeah, he's
But you got those other pictures I sent at Christmas
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
And then wasn't that dog's name Anna?
Annie.
Annie.
And that's the only picture, full portrait that I have of her. And you know, I never saw a dog that looked like they had eyeliner on, dark eyeliner. She's the only one I ever saw. And I'll never forget how she scratched under the fence and came in and started barking at everybody outside. She stopped at us.
Yeah.
And she had a beautiful, I still got the little red collar. No one ever claimed her or anything, but that was a dear dog. Well, they all are to me.
Yeah.
But thank you, Mark, for that. Yes. And do you know, you may not know it, but that's the conversation here piece here is your portfolio.
Really?
Yes.
Good. Well, I'm going to keep sending you stuff to add to it.
Laird told me the other day, he said, I'd like to have copies of us, you know, him and Hardy.
Yeah.
Every time company comes, and Christmas Eve, and I believe you'd already sent me the new stuff. Oh, that's how they entertain themselves.
Well, if Laird has a computer, if he has a printer, Mark can email the picture to him.
Listen, can he do it off of mine?
I mean, Mark can email the picture to him, and Laird can print it himself.
But what I'm saying is, Alan can and Kathy can.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Can't they do that off of what Mark sent me?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't need Mark having to do it.
Well, I can send it to them on the email, and they can...
If they have a scanner, they can do it off of the ones you have.
Yeah.
But if they don't have a scanner and they have a printer, Mark can email it to them.
Well, anyway, I just wanted y'all to know that I have never I keep that what Mark brought me, and I add it right into there because that perks them up, and they love to look through that. I said that's how I entertained them Christmas Eve night. They all flocked here, and what a joy it was for them to get to see those pictures.
And that one of all of y'all with Aunt Catherine.
Yeah.
All y'all had on
the same kind of glasses.
Oh, Lord.
But that was
and one of them, Kathy said, look at Mother's shape. And Ed, look. Sitting on the porch, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark's got some good old memory.
And I've got more to go through, and so do you.
Mark is an unusual man.
Mm.
We see once in a while, Mark, I come up on one that none of us has ever seen. And that's the ones I try to put to themselves. But I tell you, I have so much, like my wild night last night. I have so much to keep up with till I may lose track. I'm going to have to quit being a Methodist.
No, just you have to.
Yeah. At least I've got a bunch of people in church. And Tuesday told me that a friend of hers said, a friend of her brother's best friend said, come over there at Christmas and said there's something missing in my life. And I don't know what it is. So she had invited him. And she said she couldn't get in touch with him yesterday evening, but she knew he wanted to come. So that's good. If they can all leave me out of it.
Well, you just need to be selective in who you travel with.
I'm telling you. The first one I'd put out, Reba. At least I can go somewhere with somebody else and get back home.
I hate to get trapped and can't get home.
That's why I don't like getting nobody's car.
That's right.
Now, me and Mark, he gave me the privilege of visiting with Cyrus and Pat, and I wouldn't take nothing for that. And I'd go with him again and again, but see, I have to be selective about who I travel with.
Mark lets you go where you want to go. He doesn't strand you.
When he called me that evening, I looked for his family reunion to last way into the night, you know. When he called me, I was stunned. It was early, about 3 o'clock, and I said, well, I was planning to go to church. And he said, I still have to visit Uncle Si. And I said, well, you know, they're right down from the church. You want to go with me? Well, we had the best night, didn't we, Mark?
That was fun.
I mean, Pat had fried sweet potatoes, and I sit there and eat like a... She gave me sweet potatoes, and I cooked them, Mark.
I've got two.
You know that I thought, she said, now don't cook them for 2 weeks at least. So at Thanksgiving, I said, well, I guess when I open that sack, they're ruined. Mark, they were beautiful. I peeled those 6, sliced them lengthwise, and candied them. Never tasted nothing like that.
Wow.
And Charlotte, all I did was a little maple syrup, butter and maple syrup. They were already, I baked them, see, in the microwave, and then sliced them. I have never, I could have used 12 potatoes, the way they went after them. He called me the other night. I sent him one of Randy's tapes. You know, I just don't offer anybody one that I think wouldn't understand it or appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I knew Cyrus would. He called me, thanked me.
Yeah.
And thanked me for a pie that I didn't make. Did he? I said, well, you're so welcome. That's why I have a following, Mark.
Oh. Well, we wanted to check on you today.
Well, I tell you, I'm so... Now they make out he's sleeping. But I hadn't seen a bit, and I'm going on to church. I said, Brother Buddy goes to see Glenn twice a week. And that's not even a member.
Yeah.
And Gertrude said that is the sweetest man I ever met. So I feel like when I'm able, I need to go.
Yeah.
I told him last Sunday, I said, you know, he said, if you saw yourself like others see you, you know, and so forth. And I said, well, I know what I see in you. What? I said, nothing but love.
Mm-hmm.
That done him good.
Well, good. Well, we're going to let you go so you...
Well, I am so glad y'all made my day.
Well, good. You made ours.
And I don't have, and of course we would let you know anything that happens here. Not that you should come or anything like that, but I just feel a little leery about Glenn this time.
Mm-hmm.
Heart has never been mentioned before.
Yeah.
But I'm telling y'all, please try to stay active.
Yeah.
I think the worst thing we can do is stop.
Yeah. Well, we may try to give them a call.
Okay, you want me to look up the number, or?
Oh, we can. We've got an old phone book here.
Well, it's the same.
Okay.
Margaret Place.
Okay. But you have a good day and enjoy church.
He's in room 570.
Okay.
Okay.
And don't get caught up with people you can't get home.
Ooh, I hope they all don't come home with me from church.
But we love you.
Well, you know how much I love all of you. I especially love you because I used to put you to bed beside two kitchen chairs with a pillow and fix you a bed and then push my bed up next to it. And there you just as happy to be with me. You couldn't possibly remember that.
I remember something about two chairs, but I don't...
It was in the old Osborne house.
What was that?
Oh, across Ellerby Road. You know, it was across the road from where you lived.
Yes, I remember you lived over there.
On a hill.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful spot, but it was a terrible, terrible house. The water would freeze around the heater where I tried to bathe Reba. It was a black house. That's what it really was. But we made a home out of it, and people give us carpet. And my old piano was there, and here again, the whole flock. Everybody in Forbin was down there. We was singing and playing.
Was that when you were married to Jesse?
To Jesse.
Yeah. And Reba ate chicken shit in the yard?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Under the house. It was high up off the ground. Had Mr. Sam. Oh, you know, there was a dog crying on the porch the night that water froze. And I said, I can't stand that. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. Reba's crib sit at the foot of the bed, but it was so cold till I got her in the bed with me. I let that dog in.
Yeah.
Not even knowing if it was mad or what.
Mm.
And when I got up, opened my eyes next morning, raised up, he was in her crib with his head on the pillow. That was Mr. Sam. And I could tell where she was by his tail.
Mm.
You know, it would be wagging.
Yeah.
Wherever he followed her wherever she went. And it would be tall and wagging, and I could know where she was.
Mm.
All of that's precious.
Yeah. Well.
And Cyrus could just walk across. He would come, you know, he could walk across there. You know where Miss Willis's house?
Yeah.
Well, he could cut straight through that fence row and be at my house.
That big pasture.
One night a storm hit, a tornado, and just said, get in the truck, old truck. And because they said that was the safest place, and he went out right on the road and parked, and it kind of with an oak tree. And the next morning, lightning had struck that tree and killed 2 or 3 cows.
Mm.
So you know God has been with us.
Mm-hmm. Gosh.
I got some horror stories to tell, not just funny stories.
I know you do. But you're going to be late if we don't
let me throw on something on my butt.
Okay. Okay. We love you.
Love you. Darling, but love y'all so much.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.